Guys, I have broken the entire roadmap of becoming an AI engineer into 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And if you learn all this, then I can promise you that you can easily get a job in any top companies as an AI engineer. Now I will try to explain you every skill in plain simple English and also tell you why exactly you need it. So no matter if you are a CS student, a fresher, or an experienced professional who wants to switch into AI, this roadmap will definitely help you. So let's get started.
So let's start with level 1, the beginner. Here the goal is to understand how AI exactly works and to build a small working project. And for this, the first skill that you need to learn is Python. But why Python? Can't I use Java, C++ or JavaScript? Well, technically yes, but practically no. Almost every AI library today, every tutorial, every job posting, everything says Python. And Python has become the language of AI. So practically, learning Python is not optional. But you don't need to be an expert in Python. You just need to understand some basics, like what is a variable, what are loops, functions, oops, etc. You know, the basic building block for any language. And you need to know how to use data handling libraries like NumPy for numbers, Panda for Excel, and regex for text processing.
Guys, next skill is some basic math. Now, don't panic. You don't need advanced topics like calculus, differential equations, but just some basic concepts like statistics, linear algebra, matrices, and some basic data analysis. What does a trend look like, or what does correlation even mean? Okay, so after you know the basics of maths and Python, you now need to start learning basic AI fundamentals, like what exactly is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. And then you can learn concepts like supervised learning and unsupervised learning, which basically mean if I train the AI by showing 1000 photos of cats and dogs and then tell the AI which is which, then that is called as supervised learning. But if I don't tell him anything but make the AI itself find pattern, then it is called unsupervised learning.
Now the next step that we need to learn is prompt engineering, and this is the most important skill as a beginner. Prompt engineering is basically a skill that teaches you how to talk to AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini in a way that you get good results. Think of it like you're talking to a genie. You can say, give me money, but the genie will give you just one coin. Instead, you can ask the genie for a stable source of income that grows every single year. See, this is a much better wish for the genie. Now prompting works in the same way. This is the skill to know the right way to talk to any AI tool, may it be ChatGPT or Claude. Here you need to understand what is the context, task and output. Okay, now the next skill that you need to learn is how to set up your work environment. And for this, you need to learn tools like Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. Now think of them like a work document that runs code. And with this, congratulations, you have just completed the beginner part and now you are ready to start learning some intermediate level AI concepts.
Now, the objective of the intermediate level is to get you job ready. At this point, you need to start learning some core AI concepts like neural networks, CNN, RNN, and transformers, which will basically teach you what the AI takes as an input and how it converts that input into an output. Once you know this, you now need to learn how to use PyTorch and TensorFlow. Now, PyTorch is from Meta and TensorFlow is from Google, but both of these are open source AI libraries which are widely used in all major AI projects. Now, the next thing that you need to learn is how to call APIs and how to use Hugging Face. Think of APIs as a way for you to call or access any third-party tool. For example, your app wants to use AI, then it calls ChatGPT or Claude's APIs. Also, think of Hugging Face like GitHub for AI. You can download thousands of pre-trained AIs, that too for free. Now, if you have learned all these skills, then congratulations, you are an intermediate level AI engineer. And now you can create some small AI applications like AI powered chatbots. And now you are finally ready to learn some advanced level AI skills.
Now in this level, you need to start learning concepts like embedding and fine-tuning. Embedding is basically a way of translating real-world data like words and images into numbers that a computer can understand. Whereas fine-tuning is like taking a pre-trained all-rounder AI model and then training him into a specialized task. Now once you know all these concepts, you need to start building AI agents. Now AI agents are like the actual workforce. These are the ones that actually complete tasks for you. Think of it like when you ask ChatGPT to write an email for you, then all ChatGPT does is give you the email text, but you are the one who has to manually copy it, open your mailbox, paste it, and then send the mail. But with AI agents, it will automatically connect to your email box, copy that message that ChatGPT had generated, and then send that email for you. So think of AI as the brain and AI agent as the worker who is executing that task using the AI brain.
Okay, so the next thing that you will need to learn is how to use LangChain and RAG. See, these are the tools that give an AI its memory and the ability to search the internet. If you remember the early days of ChatGPT, it didn't have any memory. It could not access the internet. So, in a way, it was very intelligent but equally useless. But with RAG or Retrieval Augmented Generation, the AI can look for answers into a data store or an open document, read it, understand it, and only then it will answer. And with LangChain, the AI gets the ability to link the chain of different data sources together. So today, when you ask an AI anything, it first uses LangChain to connect to all its data sources and then use RAG to look into these data sources for answers and only then give you a correct answer. And if it does not find the answer, then it uses an AI agent to search the internet and puts that particular information into a data set, and then it uses RAG to read and process the data and then output the right answer. Anyway, these are some important concepts that you need to know to become a good AI engineer and a roadmap of how you can learn it one after the other. Now I am going to make many more AI related videos, so do subscribe and like this video.